YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to another video, another reaction. We have a new band today because we actually have a donation request. So before you even get into it, I just want to say shout out to Levi. Thank you. Again, I've done a handful of these now, and every time the support is just, I'm not very good at accepting gifts. And this feels kind of in a similar situation. I never know how to say thank you. I feel like saying thank you isn't enough, but if you're watching this, which I assume you are, I appreciate it. Just absolutely, I massively appreciate the support. So we're gonna do The Fall of Troy is the band. The song is FCPREMIX. FCPREMIX. I don't know what I don't know what that stands for, but we're doing it. I do want to say before I go into this, I thought I recognised the name of it when he left the little donation comment. And then in the description it says that it was featured in Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock. That was the Guitar Hero that I probably played the most. So, that said, looking at it, I don't remember it. I couldn't sing the song to you at all or remember any of the melody or anything. My mind's blank looking at the name of the song. But I did play Guitar Hero 3, so it was entirely possible I have at least passively consumed this song at some point. That said, so I don't know, maybe I'll recognise it a little bit when I get into it, but we're going to listen to it. It has a video. I do the lyrics opening in other tabs, we can look at them should we need to. For now we're doing the video. Thank you so much for the donation. If anyone else wants to do that, you're always optional, no one has to, but if you want to leave a donation request you can, and I'll do it as soon as I can. The link's always in the description. Thank you for the support. Okay, let's listen. Okay, I vaguely remember it. Oh, the lighting. Oh, this is upbeat. I like this.
Slow down, this is slipping through my mind. This conversation has run out of time. Honey, I know you know what I mean, and that's the one thing that you soon will find. I know that you really wanna go. My mind is running out of gas. Just relax and recap and relapse in that. My body's jumping and I go through the motions and I'm leaving on this journey. Maybe someday I'll come running home to you. I don't wanna see the day. My words gonna make it safe. My heart, my hands, it's too bad, no regrets. I don't wanna see the day. Tears are falling on my grave. That's it, my one chance to take back, no regrets.
I love his riff.
Let's go, I just wanna let you know this situation leaves me out of breath. We'll try till the love that's in your wraps up to the ground and rattles like a thread. I know that you really wanna go. I only think about her, must get to work and I lose her. You know that I will not break the silence. Support systems and my mind on rewind and rewind and rewind. I don't wanna see the end. My words can't make it safe. My heart, my hands, it's too bad, no regrets. I don't wanna see the end. Tears are falling on my grave. That's it, my one chance to take back, no regrets.
See where he goes. Okay, let's pause while it's in a little dip. I keep trying to pause it, and then he starts going off on one. I don't want to be a little bit impolite. I like the energy of it. I was just thinking to myself, I was like, I really want to bop to it, but I feel like I've pretty much like just woken up. I couldn't get to sleep. I was trying to go to bed early last night, and then I fell asleep. I was awake past 5, because I physically could not get to sleep, and I hate it. So I've just woken up and I'm absolutely knackered already, even though I've just opened my eyes a mere 30 minutes ago. So I feel like if I had more energy, I'd be bopping along to this one. But yeah, it's got a good vibe, good energy to it. It's quite a strong vocalist. It does feel very 2006. I don't know what it is about it. By 2006, I mean it came out in 2005, and I was wrong. It feels very mid 2000s. Got that feel about it, but yeah, I loosely recognise the riff and melody a little bit, but I dig it though. I'm enjoying it. Just gotta do the old copyright fair use pauses. What's going on with the audio? That wasn't the direction I saw them taking it. They kind of dipped down a little bit. It got a little bit God, that thumbnail up next. It's Schism by Tool, which we covered on the channel, and it was a weird video because most of the Tool videos are. But that thumbnail, it's like something out. It looks like a Predator, as in Aliens versus, not as in like a nonce. Yeah, but it wasn't the direction I expected it to go to. My framing is terrible. I'm so out of practice with videos. It wasn't where I expected it to go. They kind of had this kind of upbeat vibe, this like positive energy to it. It was a bit bouncy, and then they kind of brought it back, and it was a little bit more. I don't want to say aggressive, but just a little bit more, had a bit more punch to it, a bit more serious, a bit more, and then the way they kind of brought it back into it, I just felt like it felt like a nice little bit of a divot in the road, a little bit of a twist in the journey that I didn't necessarily see coming. But it was still, no, like I said, the energy was great. That one, it was pretty catchy, and I feel like that one will at some point end up in a playlist or two, because I definitely would not be averse to listening to that again. It just feel like it was quite I say a feel good song. I haven't gone through the lyrics yet, so I could sit here and be like, oh, the lyrics are like really depressing. But if at least the vibe of it felt like it had a good energy, felt like a nice feel good song. We just want to go through the chorus. I don't want to see the day my words cannot make it safe. Her heart in my hands, it's too bad. No regrets. I want to see it. Her tears falling on my grave. And there we go. And then we get to the just a great positive upbeat energy. Just a really feel good song. Her tears falling on my grave. This is my one chance to take back. No regrets. What go on with this fella? He doesn't want her fearing for him either. What's happening here? He doesn't want to control her or to be controlled. He wants total separation to never return back to her. Is it a breakup thing? So I'm hesitant because this is just all these. I'm clicking on the lyrics on Genius, and they're all unreviewed, and it's just this one guy that's answering it all. So if this one particular person's interpretation is off, then he thinks his journey away from her is one chance to avoid that fate of emotional slavery. So he's trying to get away from a relationship, or he wants to. Let's go. I just want you to know the situation leaves me out of breath. We'll drive till the love that's in your eyes drops to the ground, unravels like a thread. I know that you really want to go. I only want to think about her, must get to her, cannot lose her. He still wants her, but he does not want her. The opposition of cheap tricks, I want you to want me. He wants her. So it's kind of like it's reminding me of Arctic Monkeys' Do Me a Favour, where he's kind of that's similar. I think if I'm getting a similar tone of he's in the relationship, but it's kind of like a toxic relationship, and he wants to be out of it, but he still loves her, so he's looking for an excuse to be out of it. It's slightly different, but it's just what it's reminding me of, because in that song he says, do me a favor, break my nose, do me a favor, tell me to go away, because he wants to be given that reason to break things off, because he's looking for it, but he still loves her, so he can't bring himself to do it. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit, where he's kind of like, I don't know if it's a toxic relationship, but he's kind of like that being stuck between wanting to be in the relationship, wanting not to be in the relationship, wanting to get away from this person, but still wanting to be with this person. You know that I will not let this die. Life support systems in my mind on rewind. So that's kind of take me back to 505. It's kind of like, I don't know if he's trying to rewind to the when his memories to when things were good. Here he actually shows that he doesn't want the relationship to end, but that would require a rewind to a point before the current situation. So yeah, they're not in the best situation, so they want to try and get it back to a point when it was better. Again, another Arctic Monkeys song, 505, when he's saying he wants to go back to the point of the point in the relationship where things are good. Seems like once again I have to greet you with goodbye. I just realised there's a song on this album called We Better Learn to Hotwire a Uterus. Wacko Jacko steals the elephant man's bones. Yeah, sure. So yeah, I think that's kind of what it's a similar sort of situation of kind of being in that stuck point with a relationship of not being sure whether they want to completely get out of it or not, or they think they want to get out of it, but then actually they don't want to get. They're like, no, it's done. We need to move on from this thing. But then they're like, oh, actually, maybe it isn't. Maybe we should recover it. But if we do recover it, we're gonna have to step back and kind of fix things and move back to an earlier point. And I'm just so aware that the top of my head's cut off the frame. It's barely any of it, but I'm just that's like a no-no. You're not supposed to. You gotta keep your head in the frame. My favourite High School Musical song. Bad joke. Okay. But as a song, I really enjoyed it, and I almost, in that sense then, the bit of the song that I was talking about that I didn't see coming, the bit where it kind of came down a little bit and came back up, the bit of a contrast, the bit of an up and down in the song makes sense then, given what they were talking about, because he's back and forth between what he wants to do with the current situation, so it kind of makes sense that the song was a little bit back and forth, like going from one thing to another thing, going from the one type of energy to another type of energy. It kind of makes sense that way, if that was deliberate. But yeah, I enjoyed that one. So thank you for the suggestion, which is something I always say, but thank you especially to Levi for that one. Again, I hugely appreciate it. So thank you very, very much. Honestly, I feel like I'm just not good at thank yous. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just feel like I just don't do a good job with them. But I really do appreciate it massively. And as I said, just while we're on it, it's always a good time to mention it. The link's always in the description if people want to drop a donation request. That said, thank you for watching. I am going to go record another one because I don't know how long I have, so I'm just going to try and record some more videos. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see everyone in the next video. Peace.